Hey guys, it's Josh. Just want, sorry, just wanted to make, can't see anything when my glasses are, just wanted to make an update. Post-op, I had surgery, what's today? Today's Tuesday, so I guess it was a week ago tomorrow. So it was last Wednesday, the 28th, on my neck and my chest. I had, masses removed. So pretty much I've been sulking the past 6 days. Sorry, I'm still really stiff in my neck, so I look like a freak. I've been sulking for the past 6 days and mulling over the diagnosis. Oddly enough, my tongue right here is still numb after surgery. I don't know why. I've had a lot of surgeries done, and hello, Perry, and my tongue's never been numb, but it is. So if I talk like I'm drunk, that's why. It's because my tongue is numb. I don't know why it is. Whatever. Hello, cat. How are you? My cat's a psycho. So what it boils down to is this. Stop it. It is a genetic skin disorder called HS. That's obviously the short name for it. Long name for it is Hidradenititis Suppurativa. And I'm done being embarrassed about it. I'm done being depressed about it. I'm just done. What had happened was this. I went to a doctor when I was a teenager. I started getting knots under my arms, like armpit, and they would be like horrible. They'd be like the size of golf balls. Then they were incredibly painful. I started going to a doctor, and they didn't know what it was. So the best thing to do is just to blame the patient. Well, you know, you're fat, so what do you expect? And I was using the wrong deodorant, and I shouldn't have been using stick deodorant. I should be using spray deodorant, and maybe I wasn't cleaning enough. And anyone that knows me personally knows that I'm pretty much a psycho when it comes to germs. You know, and things like that, what the doctors had said when I was a teenager, really made me just mental about germs. I probably wash my hands 50 to 60 times a day. And I mean, this is stuff that I'm just now telling my wife. She had no idea like how nuts I was about germs on my body. I mean, she knew I had some OCD tendencies, like I don't wash dishes without gloves on. I don't like the dirty water touching my hands. I don't get dirty in general ever, because it makes me sick. I don't like it. I bathe obviously daily, sometimes multiple times a day. I use only antibacterial soap, like the yellow dial, like the hospital dial. I use Hibiclens, which is another soap that you buy from the pharmacy. It's like $10 for an 8-ounce bottle, and it's supposed to strip any bacteria off of your skin. I've taken baths in bleach, where you put a half a cup or a cup of bleach in a tub of water and sit in it. I mean, and this is how nuts I've become, all because I was wrongly diagnosed when I would get these bumps on my underarms. I started getting them as I grew. I started getting them on my thighs, started getting them on my groin, the back of my legs, I guess, like hamstring area. I guess that's still a thigh. The back of my thighs? Whatever, I don't know. When I was a kid, I called it my reverse lap, because it was the other side of my lap. I was pretty much a genius when I was a kid. So I started getting these bumps, long and short of it. So I started using spray deodorant, and I started becoming a psycho about germs. I don't even touch people. Like, I don't shake people's hands. I don't let them touch me. If I have any contact, it's a fist bump. That's it. I don't, because I can't trust that someone has the same level of what cleanliness is. I don't, what is that light? Oh, it's, never mind. So my bathroom, my downstairs bathroom is right here, and there's a light right here You can't see it because on the screen it's that little red circle for record, and my glasses aren't on, and I was like, there's a red light in my bathroom. There is not. So, and it's really affected, like, my relationships with people, like going to someone's house, which I can't because I get so nuts about, am I going to catch something from that person? Because I thought all these years that I was bringing these bumps upon myself, and I was not. I went to my surgeon, the one that just did my neck and my chest. I went to her the week before surgery for the first time to meet her and have a consult with her, and she just rattled this disease off and says, have you ever heard of it? No. It's like the longest name for anything ever. No, I've never heard of it. And she says, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to diagnose anything till after I'm in your body. But I would bet money that this is what you have. What Hidradenititis Suppurativa does is it creates these abscesses or these knots inside of your skin. It's a defect of your apocrine oil and sweat glands, and it creates these knots. And then it builds tunnels, burrows. If you've ever seen an ant farm, and you're looking at the glass of an ant farm, and you see there's a hole up here where the ants go in, and there's a hole over here where the ants go in, and there's like 4,000 tunnels that connect them. That's what it looks like under my skin, where these masses create tunnels under my skin to connect them, making them harder and harder to get rid of. For those of you that have watched my videos long enough, you know that I have thalassemia, which is like sickle cell anemia. So what it basically means is this, is my body creates these knots that become infections. Fine, that's what Hidradenititis Suppurativa is. Thalassemia means I can't fight infections, so my body is creating these infections that my body can't fight. Fantastic. What a wonderful idea, body. Thanks for being a sport. Go fuck yourself. So, that's what I'm dealing with. Options include surgery, obviously, you know, skin grafts, to take off sections of skin that are highly affected. Let's say if someone has these masses on their armpit or whatever, and it's like it's a really horrible area for them, then taking off all of that dermis and subdermis and then replacing it with like skin from your ass or your toe or wherever else. And that's not a guaranteed fix. That's a temporary until these things decide to happen somewhere else. Laser hair removal is what she wants me to start considering before skin grafts. And that's kind of what I'm facing now. Because there's no cure for this, that's what had me so down. I thought this surgery would maybe be the end, maybe find out what it is and fix it, but now that I know it's just the beginning of what my life is going to be, I'm like shaking my fist at the heavens like, why? In a true dramatic, probably kneeling in the rain in the dark in an alley fashion. And I can't be like that. So, one of the things that help Hidradenititis Suppurativa is to lose weight, which obviously I've done. I'm down almost 130 pounds. It hasn't gotten any better. But I'm still going to obviously continue on my path for weight loss for myself. Another thing is to stop smoking. That's going to be tough. So, stop texting me. This is my last pack of cigarettes. And it will be my last pack. I'm quitting after that is over. And I'm going to be pretty disgruntled about it. So I'll probably scream a little bit. Probably try smoking the filters. But I'm quitting for my own safety. And for my body, you know. I'm also, how long is this video? I can't see. Hello cat. I'm also considering vegetarianism. I can't ever say that word, so I have to say it like I'm a retard so I could actually get it out right. I'm considering cutting out meat completely. No, well, not completely. Nothing but seafood, eggs, dairy, that kind of thing. I just feel like some of the things they inject in meat, some of those recombinant bovine growth hormones and other things they inject to make like cows like 14,000 pounds to feed 1 billion people. That could be one of the things that's causing me flare-ups of this condition. So I'm going to give it about a month or two with meat as not a main staple. I'll have to find alternate ways of protein. I mean, I obviously have a freezer full of meat right now, so I'm not going to be an idiot and just throw it all out on this whim. Especially since I'm not working for a month. Hello, we're in a recession. So I'm going to finish what we do have. Oh, fuck my neck. I'm going to finish what we do have. Which is probably going to take me 1,000 days because I only eat like this much. But I'm going to finish what we do have and go through what we do have, and at that point eliminate animal meats, eliminate birds and animals that walk on the ground kind of thing, and see if that helps the flare-ups. At this point, I'm really willing to try anything. But I'm not willing to be ashamed anymore. I'm not willing to hide like I brought this on myself. Because I didn't. This is a genetic mutation. And if anyone's going to be a genetic mutant, it's going to be this guy. But I refuse to be ashamed of what I have. Too many people that have this disease are ashamed and mortified by it. The depression rate is through the roof for those people that have this. Because you're in constant physical pain when you have flare-ups. Any given day, I can have 2 or 3 golf ball sized knots on my thighs, as well as my groin and my underarms. Today, other than my incisions, I have 2 knots on my groin that are causing me extreme discomfort. And by extreme discomfort, I mean I want to cry about it. Like, that's how much it hurts. But now that I know what it is, and I know that it's not because I'm some funky freak, no, I probably am, but now that I know it's not because something I did, it really helps me understand better, and maybe I can learn how to combat these things by trying different herbal supplements and by trying to cut out meat and eat clean to detox my body of all the shit that I put into it. Oh my God, stop fighting in the blinds. It's my cats. They're pretty much psychos and want to ruin every video I make. Moko. My cat sneezed in my mouth today. It was probably the worst thing I've ever encountered. I was on the toilet, because that's how I roll, drinking a cup of coffee, and on my Toshiba tablet, reading MSNBC News, because I'm a genius, obviously. And she was, like, rubbing her wet face all on my legs and knees, because she either goes from one or two extremes. Either she doesn't care if I live or die. She can care less if I drop dead tomorrow. Or she's, like, in my face so much I want to strangle her. This morning was one of those in my face so much I want to strangle her mornings. Hey, buddy. And, long and short of it, I'm going to lift my coffee cup of piping hot curing coffee to my mouth, and she jumps on top of me, causing me to spill it down my chest. Thank you for the molten, like, 43-degree burns on my chest. And then proceeded to sneeze. While I'm, like, mid-open mouth still in the middle of yelling about the coffee, like, ah, that hurt. She sneezes, and her mucus, and I just finished saying I'm a germ freak, so her mucus lands not only in my cup of hot coffee, that was perfect, thanks so much for that ruining everything, it also lands in my mouth. Right there. So if I end up with, like, feline Ebola, AIDS, SARS, it's totally her that did it. Where is she? Moko, what are you doing? Come here, Moko. So, it's totally her. Come here. Here she is. Say hi, Moko. She likes to give me feline Ebola, AIDS, SARS in the bathroom, as well as ruin my perfect cup of coffee. You a good girl? Say hi, Moko. Hi, everyone. How are you? Whatever, she's a pig. And now she's in my face again. She's like, meow, all in my... Hello. So that's my video, I guess. But I didn't want to hide anymore. I didn't want to be ashamed of what I am and what I have, because I didn't do anything to bring this on myself. And maybe someone you know is dealing with this particular disease and is feeling shame or depression about it, because it's more common than you would think. There's a difference between cystic acne and hidradenitis suppurativa. The difference being the tunnels under the skin that can't be diagnosed unless you have surgery to actually see them. The reason my incisions are so big, they're about 6 inches each, is because my doctor kept finding tunnels, so she kept making that hole wider so she can really help and clean out the area. But if you know someone that's struggling with this, and it's very common if you're overweight. It's not caused by being overweight, so don't mix that up. It's not caused by being fat. It's common, however, when you're overweight because there's more skin-on-skin love-ins. So... that's my story. I'm just not going to be ashamed about it. My shirt's all crooked. I look like a friggin' hobo. But that is my story. I'm not going to be ashamed about it anymore. I'm not going to sit in a state of misery for something that I didn't do and that I can't help. But I hope this finds everyone well, and thank you for your support, and I hope that No one's gonna spaz out and try to burn me at the stake or whatever the hell else people would do. Thanks for watching. I'll be making videos soon, probably over the next couple of weeks as I'll be off work. But thanks for watching. Namaste.